guilty.
I got to tell you, John, I'm amazed at the story and the vitriol that has come out at you for writing that Obama is going to bring Marxist policies or use Marxist propaganda to bring us into a socialist age. It's almost like in Hollywood, the reverse McCarthy age is going on, that you're blacklisted if you're not a Marxist.
Yeah, well, I have a little familiarity with the tactics and stuff, but I am really shocked at this kind of behavior. Obviously, it's very pernicious. It's very anti-American. That you have, strong opinions that are well thought out, I think, and I think entirely true, of course, but that stating my case brings on, attacks against my person and the threat of taking work away from me.
You know, I find it amazing, John, that they didn't argue, but this is the way the left is now. They don't argue the issues. They went right for an attack on you with your family. They went right for an attack on you and your intelligence. And then they said somebody who, after they accused you of having no intelligence, as smart as you, should know that you can't speak out if you're a conservative in a liberal town and a liberal business and be able to have jobs.
President Obama promised transparency, yet he's chosen not to release his original birth certificate or a copy of it.
Now Lou Dobbs' wife is being attacked on NBC because of the commentators reporting on CNN. We'll tell you what's going on.
This is very clear. Now, it's funny you bring up the birthers. Lou Dobbs has been covering that story a lot. We have told, Mr. Dobbs that we think he's wrong to cover it. However, he does have freedom of speech, and if he wants to cover it, it's up to him. He was attacked along with his wife and children, Bernie, on NBC News airwaves. His wife and children brutally, personally attacked. Lou Dobbs.
Well, first let me explain that what the people, some people at NBC said was that here's Lou Dobbs who's crusading against immigration. Not true. He crusades against illegal immigration, and he's married to a Hispanic woman.
When your family, your wife and children are attacked on the NBC News airwaves, it doesn't get lower.
But I want to tell you, when you talk about what they've done, they've created an atmosphere and they've been unrelenting in their propaganda. 3 weeks ago, this morning, a shot was fired at my house where I live. My wife was standing out, and that followed weeks and weeks of threatening phone calls.
As for all who have followed my efforts to expose the truth about Barack Obama from my original January 17th, 2008 YouTube, I have vowed to stand on the truth even at the cost of losing everything. Well, I will tell you that the posting of this video is an acknowledgement that I am indeed about to lose everything. Since January of 2008, I have been harassed by some of the biggest idiots that have ever come out on the internet. 99.9% of them being Barack Obama supporters and or surrogates. Yes, I am about to lose my disability through Social Security, and before these OBOTs go online and start celebrating, claiming that they successfully did this and successfully did that, this has had nothing to do with them. In fact, their constant filings of false allegations and false reports will most likely eventually in the long run to criminal charges being filed against each and every one of them that left identifying information with any of these agencies. Social Security has not and is not challenging my physical disability determination whatsoever, nor are they challenging my income, because I have successfully and will continue to successfully demonstrate that I have actually made no income from the publication or selling of this book to date. And until I do, I am not required to report any such thing to Social Security. The issue with Social Security is purely political, and it is their opinion that because I wrote a book, I am therefore quote-unquote working. I will indeed challenge Social Security's determination, because basically I've got a recording, even though the district manager of the facility thought that I had taken all recording devices out to the car prior to meeting with the representative from Social Security, which of course I did take out the video camera and stuff back to the car. However, the little digital voice recorder fits very well in the pocket without even knowing that it's there. So, but it's basically quoted that it's the determination of the individual doing the review. Social Security also admitted that this was not a periodical review, as they tried to claim initially when the meeting started. I wasn't taking that as a valid explanation, and I was very adamant with that until such time as Ms. Booth finally admitted that the redetermination was being based on the fact that there is a claim that I am working. So, because of this, I am, for the first time since all of this started and since the book has been published, unable to pay the lot rent on my home or my car payment. My car will in fact be repossessed as early as tomorrow. As far as where I will go, I have absolutely no idea, because at this point I have put everything, and I do mean everything, and I don't want people to take this as being, oh, pity me, because I don't want your pity. I want you to know exactly what's going on, and I want you to know that I have absolutely no regrets, that I put everything that I own, and I put everything about me on the line with this, and I did so because I know that I've got the truth on my side, and that's all that matters to me. I will remain in the 24th Congressional District in the state of Florida, even if that means remaining in a tent on the lawn of a park somewhere. But I will remain in this district for the purpose of running for the U.S. congressional seat in November of 2010 against Suzanne Cosmos, if Ms. Cosmos turns out to be the Democratic candidate, because it seems now that there's a possibility that there will be a Democratic primary runoff.
And if anybody thinks that we're not engaged in a battle for the soul of this country right now, you're sorely mistaken. And the more you stay on the sidelines, the more you don't make your voice heard, the more likely it is that we're going to lose this battle for the soul of the nation. All I'm asking for is truth, justice, and the American way. It is the least that any citizen should expect of his or her government.